Hello everybody, this is Mystic Jen. I'm here with a client reading. She ordered a 9-card box spread. She wanted information about a connection of hers that she hasn't had in contact for about 2 years now. And she has dreams about him, etc. And just wanted to know what kind of connection, if there's any future or whatever. Okay? Now, what I have here is the central issue, again, is the mice card, which means that there is some kind of loss. And I feel like this was a loss that happened over time gradually. So it wasn't just a everything peachy keen, then all of a sudden a cutoff and it's done. This is just something that seems like this relationship between the two of you actually deteriorated over time. Okay. So, with that said, what we have in this row here, this is a past column and this is a past column. Okay. What I have here first, we'll go through this. This is, well, I'm sorry, this isn't past. We're doing this is past, present, future. And we're going to have the unconscious, conscious mind, you know, and there's energies around it. Well, I'll get into all that. Anyhow, from the past, we have the coffin, we have the garden, and we have the moon. Okay, the moon card is different in this deck than it is, or in a Lenormand, than it is in the tarot. In here, it is a positive energy. It is about intuition, and there's emotions, a recognition, and the moon is rising. Okay, and the garden is something public. It's social, it's community, it's networking. Okay. So what I'm feeling here is that after an ending, that there somewhere in the communication that there is recognition, and that there is, like, I feel these two cards remind me of a social event. Okay, so I'm feeling like you guys might have met at a social event of some sort. This could also be social media. Just saying. Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. Okay? But there's some social media that is involved here. Okay, maybe you didn't meet that way. I'm sorry. The ending occurred because of public social media. So I feel like the end of that relationship was a direct result of something in social media, whether he came across somebody on Facebook or something like that. I feel that that was a big part of the reason why this relationship had broken off. And right now, you're looking at things on a very positive attitude, which is good. And but as time goes on, that positivity and the positivity is being eaten away at, okay? And it feels like the more time that goes on, the less likely, it's like time is eating away at your chances of some kind of reconciliation with him. And the scythe here is about cutting something off or something painful. It could, and being like this, Spirit is speaking of, yes, the more time that goes by, the less likely you're going to reconcile with him. And Spirit is saying it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Then maybe it's time you cut this thought process out. Cut out the past. Okay? And move forward into the future. And then we have resources and we have something very big. This is abundance. The bear is signifying something very strong, something very supportive, inner strength. And then we have the birds, which could be traveling, or I'm sorry, not traveling. I apologize about that. I don't know where that, maybe there is travel. Maybe that wasn't a mistake because the birds fly. Okay. But it causes anxiety. There could be noise, verbal communications. And what I'm feeling here in the future is I feel there's going to be a lot of chitter chatter. You're going to hear something about this that's going to make you need to rely on your resources, make you rely on your inner strength. Something that you're going to have to be very strong about. And when you're strong about it, it's going to lead to abundance. And I'm going to investigate to see what Spirit means by that. So, and if I go across here, this is showing me going across this row here. Gifts or abundance. Both of these speak of abundance, but abundance coming to an end. The gifts, the flowery, the good feelings, the abundance that you felt came to an end. And your social you have to be strong because you have to find that inner strength because it seems like your socialization, getting out, meeting people has diminished. It's like it's eaten away. It's a loss. You've lost that social aspect of yourself because you got so lost up in the hopes of this relationship. For the past 2 years, you haven't really been engaging much socially. And you should be cultivating your intuition, is what I'm being told. You need to work on yourself. You need to rely on that intuition. This end of the scythe is cultivating. This end is cutting away. So whatever's on this side of the scythe is something that you're cultivating. And with the moon, it's cultivating your intuition. And it's cultivating, like it's digging up a lot of emotions. So I feel like this could be about your dreams that you've been having that's been cultivating a lot of emotions within you. So as you cultivate this intuition and these dreams, you need to cut out all the chitter chatter. You need to cut these people off that are spreading rumors. This is just what I'm being told here. You need to cut away the anxiety that you are feeling. So you need to cultivate your intuition, work on your spirituality, and cut away or cut off all that anxiety that you're feeling. And that will lead to your abundance here. Okay? And then to take this a little bit further here, we have here, let's see, abundance or gifts, happiness, social, big social, cutting out. Okay. Very strong. You have the potential of very strong social connections that you can cultivate where you can meet people and find someone who's truly worthy of your love, is what I'm being shown by Spirit. Okay? So it's time to put an end to all the anxiety and the things that are not serving you, that are taking away your happiness. It's time to end all this anxiety over this past relationship. Because all that this mice is doing is taking away abundance, taking away resources. And I feel like inner resources, taking away inner resources that you could be using to work on yourself, and again, to cultivate what you truly deserve. You deserve, Spirit's telling me you deserve better than what this situation is offering you. You don't feel abundant. This whole thing, you've been so worried about this man that you haven't seen in 2 years, okay? There may be some kind of spiritual connection there. But I am being told he has moved on, and it was through social media that caused the ending to begin with. And you need to he cut you off. Okay, these two knight each other. He cut it off, he cut you off, and you have to rely on your inner strength and be strong. It's time that you deal with this ending that has occurred. You've been harboring this far way too long. And I don't mean say this to sound mean or anything like that, but you're holding yourself back. And Spirit just flat out said to me that you're being unrealistic. That's coming from Spirit. That through social media, you can find abundance or through social events even. Doesn't have to be social media. You can find your own abundance. Because I'm feeling like there is definitely something big. This is a big life-changing, a big transformation that occurred in your life 2 years ago. But you're still holding on. That's the problem. You're still holding on to this. There's that spiritual connection, but I do not see any cards here that indicate a reconnection here. It's telling me in the past what happened, which was social media happened. Facebook happened, okay? But I want to get an oracle card here. I know this is supposed to be Lenormand, but sometimes Spirit tells me to draw on other systems as well. New life. It's time to start a brand new life, okay? Spirit is saying it's time to put this to rest, put this to bed. Let it go. Because it's time for a new life for you. Okay? Like I said, you have an opportunity of abundance of finding real, true love before I even drew that. Okay? Poised is about putting yourself in the position. Okay? So you need to put yourself in a position to be found by other people. You need to... Poise is about walking tall, keeping your head up, shoulders back, walking with confidence, starting that new life, okay? And I'm even going to throw some tarot out just because tarot works very well with Lenormand. I just feel called to, because I know this is emotionally charged, and what the cards are saying right here is the Lenormand answers a specific question. It's not saying what's exactly is coming up. It's telling you about your situation with that man. And it's a no-go. I'm sorry to say that. But you are preparing for, you can have a new life. Okay? You need to be happy within yourself. This is all coming from Spirit, hon. All coming from Spirit. You are your own mouse taken away from your happiness because you haven't let go of this yet. It's time, honey. It's time. It's time to let it go. But the only communication I don't feel it directly from him, because these are a bunch of people on social media. I feel like a bunch of people on social media that you might hear some word about him that you're going to need strength to deal with it and just say, okay, I know it's done. Okay? That is what I'm picking up on. It's about acceptance. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to throw a couple tarot cards out and see what comes up here before I end your reading. And I do apologize. I took a few days to get to you. I had a lot. Okay, comes up with the Three of Swords reversed. That is saying all that heartache that you've been harboring. I said that earlier in this reading. You've been harboring this. It's time to release it. This is a release of the heartache, a release of the pain. And it's up to you. You have to do this for yourself. And stop dreaming. Stop daydreaming. You have to get your head out of the clouds, is what I'm being told by this card. You need to get your head out of the clouds and start thinking clearly. Let go of that hurt and that pain so that you can move forward onto a new life. And break free of that mental entrapment that you've created. Yes, you did create this. You feel trapped. You're unwilling to move because you feel like you're attached to this man. I'm here to tell you you're not. And there's really nothing in these cards that say that you are. This is a self-inflicted. You have the power. You have to let the healing start. You have to let go of this. Stop daydreaming about something that... This card is also speaking about stuff that's unrealistic. Stop dreaming about something that's unrealistic. Let go of that pain. Let yourself start healed. Get yourself out of this mental trap and let your new life begin. Because I feel that there's wonderful things ahead of you once you let go. Okay? So this is the reading that I do have for you. I wish it could have been something other than just letting go, that he's not coming back. I wish I could say, oh, he's going to come back in a week and everything's going to be hunky-dory. I would not be doing you justice by sugarcoating and building your hopes up. That's not what I'm about. I am a reader that's going to tell you like it is. I'm a reader that tells you like it is because it's in your best interest, so that you don't go wasting more energy and more time on something that is not going to come to fruition, so that you don't waste your time and spin your wheels on something that's really unrealistic. So take the blindfold off, walk through this door, get out of that mental entrapment, let go of this hurt and this pain, and get your head out of these clouds. And you'll be able to let yourself start living again. You need to start living again. You haven't been living. It's time to get poised. Get yourself in position. Be proud of yourself. Find your self-worth. Know what you are worth. Find that self-love and start this brand new life. Okay, if anybody else would like a reading, please just see the description box below. You can email me. My email address is in the description box as well. Please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in